All right, so welcome to the deep dive, everybody. Today, we're diving into something I think a lot of you out there might be really curious about.
Mm-hmm.
Wrap 'em Around Your Finger
Mm-hmm.
by Mirabelle Summers.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
you heard of this one?
I have, yes.
You're probably thinking about buying it,
Right.
and you want to know if it actually, lives up to all the hype?
Mm.
Well, we've got you covered.
Absolutely. It's a popular one. The sales page itself is really well crafted.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure. It grabs your attention right away. And I think that's deliberate.
I bet.
It starts with this really personal story, right? You know, Mirabelle's struggle with trichotillomania.
Whoa, hold on. What is
Yeah.
trichotillomania?
It's a hair pulling disorder.
Oh.
So she's really kind of putting herself out there, being vulnerable.
Wow.
And then she throws in this mysterious figure,
Okay.
this mentalist,
Ooh.
who helps her overcome this disorder.
Really?
Yeah, using just 3 secret sentences.
What? Okay, it already sounds like a movie.
It does, right. It's like hair pulling, a shadowy mentor, and these sentences that hold the key to, like, transforming your love life.
Yeah, it's definitely got me hooked already.
Right. And then she gets really specific about who this book is for.
Okay.
Women, right? Between the ages of 22 and 75 who are dating or in a relationship.
Got it.
But they're feeling like they're not getting the love and the commitment that they deserve.
She's really zeroing in on that demographic, huh?
Yeah.
Women who are actively looking for solutions.
Exactly. Smart marketing, for sure.
Totally.
And then she lays out the book's promises very clearly,
Like what?
how to reprogram a man's thinking and behavior,
Okay.
how to gain control in your love life, and finally experience that lasting, fulfilling love that you've always wanted.
Those are some pretty bold claims.
They are bold.
But then she drops these technique names
Oh.
that are so intriguing.
Yes.
The mysterious mute method,
Uh-huh.
emotional flooding.
Right.
I mean, don't you want to know how to become a monogamy junkie?
It's like, what are these? They're so catchy and memorable.
Yeah.
Almost like little branding slogans.
Definitely makes you want to know more.
Exactly. It piques your curiosity, right? You're like, I need to dig deeper into this book.
For sure. For sure. And speaking of digging deeper, remember the story about Susan?
Oh, yes.
Her boyfriend dumps her.
Right.
She uses the 3 magic sentences,
Uh-huh.
and bam, 3 weeks later, they're engaged.
Classic before and after storytelling.
I know, right?
It's designed to show you the potential transformation.
It makes you think, hey, maybe this could work for me too.
Exactly. And she doesn't just stop there.
No.
The sales page is packed with testimonials
Great.
from women like Becky, Sophie, Gemma,
Wow.
all raving about their incredible
It's
results.
like a parade of happy endings.
It is, right.
Okay, but even if you're a little skeptical, you got to be at least a little intrigued by all this.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
To build that sense of hope and possibility.
Okay, I see. So she dangles the promise of these magical sentences, but then she doesn't actually reveal them.
Right. You got to buy the book to find out.
Classic move.
Classic.
But she does give you, a few clues about how these sentences work.
She does, yeah.
She talks about this 3-step process.
Yeah.
The first step, she says, focuses on making a man feel safe and understood.
Okay.
Acknowledging his vulnerabilities and creating a space where he can let his guard down.
Right. Tapping into that deeper emotional connection.
Which, I feel like a lot of men crave, but they might not always know how to express.
For sure.
And then step 2 shifts to celebrating his masculine strength.
Okay.
But not in the, traditional strong and silent way.
Right.
It's more about recognizing and appreciating his willingness to be open and vulnerable.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's a different way of looking at it.
It is, yeah. A reframing of masculinity in a way.
And then finally, step 3.
Here we go.
This is where things get maybe a little spicy. Creating that emotional urgency.
Yeah.
It's about making him feel like he needs to work
Uh-huh.
to win your heart,
Okay.
to earn your love and commitment.
I see.
Like you're not just going to hand it over.
Right. Playing into that primal desire to pursue and conquer.
Yeah.
While positioning you as a high-value woman who's, selective with her attention.
So it's like a push and pull kind of thing.
Exactly. A delicate dance.
Yeah.
And she's saying, this is how you do it.
Interesting.
This method gives you the steps.
Okay, so it's not about playing games or manipulating someone.
No, not at all.
It's more about understanding male psychology
Hmm.
and using that knowledge to actually build a stronger relationship.
Exactly.
So more of a win-win situation.
That's the idea.
Okay, I like that. And that's where those intriguing techniques come in, right?
Precisely.
The mysterious mute method, emotional flooding, the secret window technique.
Right.
I mean, they sound like superpowers.
They really do. It's like you're gonna unlock these secret abilities.
So what can you tell us about them based on what's on the sales page?
Well, let's start with the monogamy junkie method.
Yeah, okay.
This one, it seems to be about triggering a man's desire for commitment by making yourself seem, well, scarce
There's.
and highly sought after.
Oh, so like you're suddenly the hottest item on the market.
Exactly. Everyone wants you.
That would definitely get a guy's attention.
Right. It creates that sense of urgency.
Yeah.
He realizes, oh, I gotta step up my game if I want to keep her.
Makes sense. And what about the secret window technique? That one sounds kind of spooky, like you're reading his mind.
Not quite mind reading, but it is about understanding his unspoken thoughts and emotions.
Okay.
Paying attention to subtle cues, reading between the lines.
So like body language.
Yes. Tone of voice, even the things he doesn't say.
So it's like becoming a master decoder of male communication.
Exactly. Bridging that communication gap.
That could be incredibly helpful, especially for women who often feel like they're speaking different languages with their partner.
It's a common problem for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I know Mirabelle mentions that her techniques are backed by solid relationship science and proven behavioral change methodology, but how much weight should we really give that claim?
Right. Well, some of her concepts, they might align with certain psychological principles.
Okay.
But it's important to remember this is a self-help program, not like a peer-reviewed research paper.
So approach it with a healthy dose of skepticism.
Exactly.
Don't just take everything at face value.
Right.
Think about the source, the evidence, and whether the techniques actually resonate with your own values and goals.
Absolutely. It's like anything else. There's no magic bullet.
Right.
But, if these techniques spark some introspection
Okay.
and help you communicate more effectively with your partner, that's a win in my book.
I agree. Ultimately, it's about creating a happier, more fulfilling relationship, right?
Exactly.
And if this book gives you some tools to do that, maybe it's worth exploring.
Yeah, it could be.
Speaking of exploring, let's talk about that irresistible offer.
Right.
She starts with a price of $197, but then
But then,
price drop
class
down to $47. Like, whoa, what a deal.
it makes you feel like you're getting this incredible bargain.
Like a Black Friday sale for your love life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't miss out on this.
And she frames it as doing you a favor.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm taking a huge financial hit to make this affordable for you.
It creates that sense of reciprocity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like she's going above and beyond to help you.
And you almost feel obligated to reciprocate by buying the book.
Right. You feel like you owe her something.
And to sweeten the deal even further, she throws in 3 bonus gifts.
Oh, tell me about the bonuses.
Intensive irresistible confidence training, 12 reasons he's not seeing you as the one, and how to get a man's desire actions. It's like a whole relationship transformation package.
Wow, that's a lot of value.
Right.
Classic bundling tactic.
I know, right?
Add perceived value, make the offer even more irresistible.
And then there's the ironclad money-back guarantee.
Yes.
If you're not happy within 60 days, you get a full refund, no questions asked.
It's like a safety net.
Total risk
It
reversal.
removes any doubts you might have.
Makes you feel more confident about taking the plunge.
For sure. So we've got scarcity, urgency, the friend framing, a risk reversal guarantee, and all these bonuses.
It's a pretty persuasive package.
Very persuasive. It makes you want to check it out, at least.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here? What other aspects of wrap him around your finger should we unpack?
Well, there's so much more to dive into. I mean, like, we've just scratched the surface of this whole program, haven't we?
Totally, yeah. So much more to explore.
Yeah.
What other insights can we, glean from this sales page,
Oh.
you know?
Well, the thing is, the sales page itself, it's like a masterclass in persuasion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mirabelle really skillfully weaves together all these personal stories, compelling claims, and really powerful psychological triggers to create this truly irresistible offer.
It's true, yeah. She's anticipated every possible objection or hesitation and just addressed it head on.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
aggressive.
She uses this combination of scarcity
Okay.
and urgency
Got it.
to create that fear of missing out feeling.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, the offer's limited to the first 500 women.
Right,
You got to
right.
act now W before it's gone.
That definitely gets your heart racing a little bit.
I know, right?
And then she has this, like, friend framing she uses throughout the whole page.
Yes, very much so.
It's like she's your personal cheerleader.
Right. Like rooting for you and wants you to succeed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it really creates this sense of trust
It does.
and rapport,
Yeah.
you know? Like, she's not just trying to sell you something.
Uh-huh.
She genuinely wants to help you find happiness.
Exactly. That's the vibe.
Yeah. And let's not forget, of course, that money-back guarantee.
Ah, yes.
It's like having a safety net.
Right. You get that peace of mind.
Yeah, it totally removes the risk.
Absolutely.
Makes it easier to say, okay, I'll try it.
For sure. Yeah.
So it seems like she's really thought of everything.
She has. She's very good.
But what's the bottom line here? What's the main takeaway for someone who's actually considering, wrap them around your finger?
Well, I think it boils down to this. You know, this program, it offers a really unique
Okay.
and intriguing approach to understanding male psychology
Yeah.
and building stronger relationships.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's important to be skeptical of any self-help program.
Of course, yeah.
But wrap him around your finger. It presents a compelling case, I think.
Okay.
And the techniques, the testimonials, the sales tactics, they all point toward, a potentially valuable resource for
Right.
women who really are looking to, improve their love lives.
It's like almost like a toolkit, right?
Yeah.
Filled with all these insights and strategies
Yeah, I like that analogy.
that could give you an edge
Uh-huh.
in the game of love.
In the game of love.
Right. Whether you're single and looking for the right partner,
Yeah.
or you're already in a relationship that maybe needs a little revitalization.
A little boost.
Right. This program offers a fresh perspective, I think.
It does, yeah.
Some, potentially really game-changing tools.
For sure.
But the key is, like you said, to approach it with an open mind,
Absolutely.
to be willing to
I
learn.
think experiment.
Yes, and to always, prioritize honesty and respect and authenticity
Yes. Couldn't say it better myself.
when you're interacting with others.
Exactly.
Yeah, no matter what techniques you're trying.
Right. It's about being genuine at the end of the day.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, on that note, I think we'll wrap up our deep dive
Okay.
into wrap 'em around your finger for today.
Sounds good.
We hope you found it insightful
Mm-hmm.
and maybe even a little inspiring.
And maybe you learn a thing or two.
Yeah, exactly. Until next time.
See you then. It's really fascinating, all the different pieces she's put together in the sales page.
Yeah, definitely a lot to unpack.
Right. We've talked about the scarcity,
Uh,
the urgency,
right.
but then there's also that, friend framing. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like she's really on your side.
Exactly. She's not just some, distant guru,
Right.
She's, in the trenches with you.
Your personal guide.
Yeah, and she gets it,
Yeah, like she's been there.
Exactly.
And then, of course, there's that safety net of a money-back guarantee.
Right, that's huge.
It really takes the pressure off.
Absolutely. You can't lose, really.
Yeah, so it feels like Mirabelle's really thought this through.
Oh, absolutely. She's very strategic.
Yeah, she's created this system that, addresses all the angles.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the big question is, what's the bottom line for our listeners?
Mm-hmm.
For someone who's heard all this and they're thinking, okay, maybe wrap them around your finger is for me.
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, right?
What's the takeaway?
Well, I'd say, first and foremost, remember, no self-help program is a magic bullet.
Right. Always good to keep that in mind.
But I think wrap them around your finger, it offers a unique perspective on how men think, how they operate in relationships, and, it gives you some practical tools.
Yeah, like those techniques we talked about.
Exactly. Things you can actually try out, see if they work for you.
So it's about, taking control, in a way.
In a way, yeah, but not in a manipulative sense.
Right. More about understanding and, working with male psychology.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it.
So ultimately, it's about empowering women
I think so, yes.
to create the kinds of relationships they want
Absolutely.
and to feel more confident and secure in those
Yeah,
relationships.
that's the goal, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I think, whether you're single or in a relationship, there's probably something in here for everyone.
Yeah, I think there's valuable insights for anyone who's, interested in understanding the dynamics between men and women.
For sure, yeah. So we've reached the end of our deep dive into wrap 'em around your finger.
It's been a journey.
It has, yeah. We've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
And we hope you found it, informative, thought-provoking, maybe even a little entertaining.
And maybe, just maybe, it's inspired you to explore this book further.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for joining us on the deep dive. And we'll see you next time for another fascinating deep dive.
Until then.